Hey guys, me Erin here, back at it again, using every spare moment to film a video because I'm just itching to film something, to just talk about something, to create something, to do something. So anyway, here I am to talk about a very important and interesting topic for me, because I was willing to talk about this for a very long time. I've been involved in it since the very early age, since maybe 13, 14 years old, and I don't think that I have met a lot of understanding towards this thing that I had with ships, TV ships, game ships, whatever, and I don't think I have met enough of this, because mostly all the people around me were more into real life, real relationships, real emotions and stuff like that. But I was not one of those people. As you can probably already tell, fictional characters, love stories, both of them combined, take a huge part of my life. And it's essential, it's natural for me to watch a TV show, play the game, and be so in love with the characters, be so into the couples that are there, and be so excited about their love stories, all scripted and all written down. But in a way it makes me feel those kind of emotions that I'm lacking in my day-to-day life. But many people are it's not real, it's a virtual world, it's how come you can be in love with a fictional character, it's not even real, it's thought through, and if it's from the game, it's not even an actor or an actress that you can I don't know, see in real life. So to fully explain it, I think I need to dig down to the very first time when I started shipping someone, to fully show you how it started off for me, and maybe it will kind of clear things up a little bit. So I was about 13 years old, I think, and my life wasn't interesting back there. So I was kind of a lonely kid in a world. I had almost no friends, or if I had friends, they weren't friends that I would hang out with every day. But what's interesting is that someone who showed me one TV series that I started watching back then was one of my friends. So it was Vampire Diaries, by the way. So I started watching it, I started getting into that, and I think it was the first TV series that I got so much into. This was the first TV series that I was watching episode by episode, and when the new episodes would be airing, I would watch them the day and an actual hour of a premiere, so watch it in English, although I knew no English at all back then. One thing in particular I was obsessed about is the ship that was called Delena. It was basically Damon plus Elena, so it was two main characters in the TV series. Basically the thing of their love story was about that the Damon was a bad guy in the beginning, and he was kind of didn't care about anything at all, and Elena was a good girl, and maybe with some kind of weird things to her, but she still was kind and very good. And then Damon, that he realizes that he falls in love with her, he starts changing to the better for her, and for his own sake. And when Elena notices that they fall in love, and they create this prohibited bond, because Elena was at the time dating with her boyfriend Stefan, which was kind of his brother, but we don't talk about that. And that's not the point. The point is that I got so into their chemistry, and by the time they were airing, it's not that important, but still I think the actors were dating, so it would create even a stronger bond between them, even a stronger chemistry that I would feel through the screen. And I remember watching one of the series in the middle of the night, for the first time. There were no spoilers back then, and I did not participate in any groups, communities, and social media, so I was free of spoilers. Okay, ready to go. Turn on this episode, and they kiss for the first time in this episode. and I would be like actually losing my breath when I was watching this. So I was just too excited, okay? I was just excited, okay? Take it or leave it. So what I'm trying to say generally is that it gave me a lot of emotions. Like, it gave me a lot of powerful feels, because at that time, as I told previously in my videos, that I used to fall in love with guys and they didn't feel the same for me, so all I could really feel is this unrequested love, and I was like wondering what kind of normal love is. Like, what is it? How does it feel? How does it like go? How does it happen or anything? So I completely understand that from most of the love stories, like, love isn't really the same with real life, because it's kind of like, you know, scripted and everything, and like writers can do anything they want about it. It's not really realistic, but still, it was something. Also, it gave me kind of the sense of belonging to something, to some certain group of people. So I would participate in like communities dedicated to the ship, and we would like all together be obsessed about this thing. You know, all those clubs for interests, like people have like different lives apart from their interests, but this is a passion, and you have like other people that are so passionate about that just as you are. And this to me is so exciting, that because I was like a participant of this group for 5 years, I think, straight, and I was like never leaving that. Then eventually Elena, which was played by Nina Dobrev, had to leave Vampire Diaries and like leave the entire show, so Delena didn't exist anymore. I stopped watching that because no way I'm watching Vampire Diaries without Delena. No. We don't play these games here, no. Even now, when I have plenty of love in my life, I don't really need to fulfill this part of my life, like the loving part. It still helps me to feel better. I don't know why. I just take all the grief and all the joy of the moments, and it really brings me this joy. It really makes me feel better. For example, when I was feeling really upset, when I had like bad times at the beginning of the year, I would also watch TV series, and it would make me feel distracted. I would feel involved. I would actually feel involved, and it would make me feel better. It's not at all not worth it because it's virtual, because it's imaginary. I think it's pretty much real. If it gives you this kind of emotions, it's real. It's fucking real. So for the example, I would like to bring a couple of TV shows that most affected me, I think. So the first one is Delena, obviously, I've talked about it already. Another one is from the book, actually, which is called Love, Rosie, which is Rosie and Alex, so two best friends, and like they got together eventually because they were best friends, they cared for each other, and they didn't have a chance to be together, but then eventually they realized it, both not very at the same time, but then eventually they got together, and oh my god. It's like actually the first time my heart melted over the book, oh my god. The next one is Amberprice, which I've talked about already, which changed my opinions towards LGBTQ+ community, which I was so passionate about when I first played the game, and I'm still passionate about them, so I still ship them very, very hard. And like Amberprice is forever in my love, my heart, and their love is in my heart, obviously, yeah. The next one is Bughead, I would say, from Riverdale. Those guys, I love them for, I would say, the first season, maybe a little bit in the second season, but third season is kind of going off the rails. So in the first season they kind of like touched me with their story. Again, this diversity like among them, like two people from the different sectors, and like a weirdo and the good girl next door and stuff, and they get together to investigate, and then they find out those like similar qualities about each other, and like they fight for each other, and it's so good. And probably the last one would be Clouis, which is Clementine and Louis from The Walking Dead, the game. Come on. Just give me a break. Please. No. I lost my breath when I was playing this game. Louis, give me a minute to explain that. Like, this kind of chemistry between them, like Clementine, the strong girl that knows how to survive, that's been through all this shit, and Louis, that just doesn't know shit, and like, their diversity creates this. So Clementine would be like, you would like imagine with someone strong, with someone who knows what to do. For example, Violet as well. So, and it would be logical and it would be normal, but Louis, on the other hand, he likes needs some kind of protection, so he's like a little kid that you need to watch for, and like, it's not in a bad way, it's not in a negative way, but this is just really exciting that Clementine could choose this path, and I think that there's not really a canon way to go there. Like, you go with Violet, this is canon, you go with Louis, this is canon. So it's like, if she chooses to go this way, I think it's really, I don't know, altruistic of her, I would say, like, kind of her to go this way, because Louis is charming, Louis is cool, Louis is great, and like, I think Clementine needs this in her life. Like, they would kind of like balance each other if they got together. I was like blown away by this story. I was like legit like staying up all night to like rewatch all the edits with Clouis, featuring Clouis. No, oh my god. Like, if you ever find a Clouis edit, send it to me, please. And also, one thing I would like to add to this video is that it's not only me who thinks this way. So also one of my friends, an amazing friend of mine, Julia, also thinks this way. So she's an artist, she's an amazing person as well, and her Twitter, Tumblr, and all the accounts will be linked down below. Go check her out. So I decided to talk to her about that, about this subject, see what her opinion on that was. Here is what I got from her.
I really like two fandoms. The Walking Dead and Life is Strange, and the last game that I played it was The Walking Dead final season. My favorite couple for now is Clementine and Violet, of course. Clementine is like, she's a tough, actually. She's so tough.
Yeah, exactly.
Violet is really, she's quiet. Violet and Clementine, it's like, you know, fire and water. The other fandoms that I really like is Life is Strange. There's like two ships in it, Rachel and Chloe, and Chloe and Max. And I kind of like both of them because Chloe's dad died and Rachel's real mother just came. Like, hello, I'm your real mother. I think that Chloe needed this help and inspiration from Rachel. At the same time, I really like Chloe and Max too. Max is Chloe's old friend. When she came back to Arcadia Bay, I saw this hope in Chloe.
And like, they both were meaningful for Chloe, I think, at some periods of her life, because when Max was with her since her childhood, and then she left her, and then Rachel came in.
This is so sad. Like, I can just imagine if your best friend just left you one day.
Okay, so that's pretty much it for my video. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it, and if you're new here, subscribe for my channel for more videos if you like them. Course. Also follow me on Twitter to catch up with new updates about new videos. Also, I post a lot of my drawings there because I recently picked up drawing and I can't stop. Also, tell me what you think about this topic in the comments down below. Have you ever like shipped someone? What do you think about this whole shipping and fictional characters being obsessed or being in love with something unreal and virtual, if it brings you a lot of positive emotions? Kind of that. Sandra, and I'll see you rather soon. Bye.